with temperatures once again down in the teens for tomorrow morning. Get through the next 48 hours of cold, and we've got some milder weather ahead in my 10-day forecast, showing highs many days next week in the 50s and 60s. Now, meteorologist Diane Phillips is joining us live in studio to talk about something that it's kind of strange. We kind of do this to ourselves, changing the clock back here, and it does impact when we see the sunlight.
And I was doing a little bit of research, Ryan, and I thought you may find this interesting.
Okay.
Just before we even kind of got into this consistent schedule for time change, they used to adjust the clock 4 times a month, so like each Saturday, and they do 20 minutes each time.
Really?
And they do that in the spring and then in the fall to kind of even things out. So would you rather do it in 20-minute increments or just do it once with the hour?
No, let's just do it once and be done with it.
It might make that transition easier.
I can see how it could make the transition easier, but let's just say it and be done with it, yeah.
Okay, well, if you're on Ryan's side by doing things, make sure you turn that clock before your bedtime Saturday night, because we will see that time change on Sunday at 2 a.m. Maybe you're gonna get up and then just jump straight to 3 a.m. Whether you're sleeping through it or if you have those clocks set, make sure you get those done before bed. We want to make sure everybody is on time for church on Sunday morning or even those weekend plans. Now, as far as the sunrise and the sunset, well, that's going to be altered by our time change that's going to be coming up here this weekend. And you are going to find that your sunrise times, you're going to notice it, especially those who are up with us here in the morning. Today, we had our sunrise that was at 6:52 a.m. And look at Monday. Sunrise is going to be 7:50. That's what we were experiencing during the winter time. So as we're trying to get into spring, we're just not going to be there yet. But I know that those summer sunrises are just as nice. And that's when we're going to be seeing that just ahead of the 6 o'clock hour. And that's going to be on June 20th, our longest day of daylight, and really kind of when then we start to lose a little bit of time as well. So make sure you're ready for that quick transition. We just have Sunday to do it instead of those 4 Saturdays. Just think about how quick this is going to be as a change as we get settled into next week. Let's make sure you're ready to head out the door this morning, checking on those wet roadways with Stephen Jackson.
Before highs make a rebound next week, largely into the 50s and 60s. Now, we know we've still got that big time change on the way Sunday morning. Meteorologist Diane Phillips joining us once again here. Let's talk about the brighter side of this, not the late change in the morning, but the change in the evening.
Yes, not only will you notice it in the morning, but I think a lot of you are really looking forward to that noticeable difference come the evening. Our sunset tonight is going to be at 6:36 p.m. So right in the middle of your dinner, maybe enjoying a weekend, treating yourself by going out, but Monday evening. So it's just going to be a quick switch as we get settled into next week, 7:36. And I know a lot of you going, yes, I love to hear that. And you're probably going to love to hear this number too. On June 20th, our longest daylight hour day of the year, we are going to be looking at that sunset to be at 9:11 in the evening. I would say that's at night when we'll see that sunset. So those longer days are on their way, and it looks like Sunday at 2 a.m. is just going to be the beginning. So also just be prepared for those adjustments. Amy, she's been talking about how it'll be a little bit tricky on our sleep. We'll probably be a little drowsy next week, but at least the daylight and maybe those longer hours, a little bit of a shift, going to help brighten your mood no matter how tired you might be. Now, I hope Stephen isn't tired, but he is going to have a look at those roadways, so let's make sure he's not sleeping this morning.